Hey guys, what's up? We're here at the Autobau Collection today. This is a super interesting car collection very close to where I live. It's just about half an hour. It's a terrible day out today. It's not snow, it's not rain, it's just something in between. But we're going to take a look at the collection here today, mainly because I want to try my new camera setup out with the 10mm wide lens. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But so far, arriving here, I've been here before a few years back. I think a lot has changed in here, and we also have a very special Porsche collection at the moment here. To the Autobahn, maybe, as you can tell, we have a racetrack out there. The cool thing about this collection is that the owner, most of the cars are owned by one single person. The owner takes the cars around the track here during summer for a few laps, which is really cool, and also for the rarer cars, nice to see that these cars get driven from time to time. The cars of the Porsche collection, I think, are loan cars, but all of the other cars, I believe, from the last time I've been here, are all owned by one single person. And it's the attention to detail that's incredible inside this collection. But we're going to go inside now, check it out, and I'm just really looking forward to see what new cars have joined the collection. Alright, so this is it. This is the Autobau Collection. I would say we're going to go straight into it, take a look at some of the cars in this collection, because we have some really interesting cars in here. Now, starting off with the collection, you can already see that we have these special cars in here. Quite some Ferraris in this section here, as we see these Ferrari 488 with the 70th anniversary edition from Ferrari, which is really special. Just next to it we have a Jaguar XJ220. There are only above 200 made of these, so this is another really interesting and special car to see here. Then here we have a Ferrari 330 GTC worth an awful lot of money nowadays. I've just recently saw one selling for around 800,000 Swiss francs, or around 600,000 euros, so quite a bit. Then going on with the collection, we have a Ferrari Dino just over here, the iconic Ferrari F40, as we all know from Ferrari. And then just next to it we have the iconic hypercar, the Ferrari LaFerrari, 963 horsepower, together with the hybrid engine and of course the beautiful V12. Then over here we have a beautiful Lamborghini Miura. Love the color in this beautiful yellow here. And then in a slightly different yellow we have a Ferrari F12 TDF. This car also worth a lot of money, over 1 million nowadays, and only 799 pieces built of this car. Then another car in the collection here in the Ferrari section, 365. One of my favorite cars. They look so different, so special, and so nice in my opinion. And then over here we have a new Ford GT. This is the first of the new series I have seen. I've never seen one so far. And I mean, just look at the aero parts. You can actually see through these parts here. And just the side sails. I mean, just look how wide it is, how far it goes out. And with this beautiful blue, I think this was the launch color. Correct me if I'm wrong. But looking really nice. And then just next to it we have the previous Ford GT version here. Then just in front of the door to go out here we have a Bugatti EV110. Such a cool car. Just look at how low this is, and just the lines of the bodywork this car has, just ready to go out with the doors here. Then behind the Bugatti we have a Alfa Romeo 8C Competizione. Another super rare car. Just so many rare cars. It just keeps on getting crazier and crazier. Over here on the side we have a BMW i8 Roadster. I drove one of these a few months back. You can check out my review on this. Loved it to drive. Now here we have a Honda NSX, the new generation Honda NSX. I've only seen a couple of these so far, so another interesting car to see in this collection. And then over here we have the Mercedes collection with the 300 SL Roadster, the 300 SL Gullwing. Just take a quick look at the interior. looking absolutely immaculate, just the perfect, really red contrasting interior. And this was just the first floor of this collection. We're going to head upstairs now because they have the special Porsche exhibition right now from the 70th anniversary edition of Porsche. Let's go. Walking up these stairs, I have no idea what's going to happen up here, but it's looking really nice. We have a good collection of cars around. Now starting off with the Porsche part of this collection, we have a 917 here. Unfortunately this is a replica, but still looks really nice with the beautiful Golf livery. Next to it we have a 911 GT3 Cup car, I believe. Get this one down a bit. 911 RSR. This one is a replica as well. Looking really nice though. Then this is absolutely bonkers. So I won't be able to talk you through all the cars in this collection. Just look at this green of this 911 Targa. Looking really nice. Over here we have a 959. And it just keeps on getting crazier and crazier. And just by that we have some windows to see the other parts of the collection in the lower areas. But this is the part where it gets really interesting for me. We have a 911 2.7 RS, one of my all-time favorite Porsche classics. Really love this car. Then on the other side we have a 964 Turbo, I believe. Beautiful brown here, the G model. And then next to this beautiful 964 Turbo in this beautiful brown, we have a Porsche Boxster Spider, another very rare car these days, with the interesting and iconic roof parts here in the rear. Next to it we have a Carrera GT. We'll know this car, beautiful sounding car with the manual transmission in there. And then to finish the collection we have 356 here. This is one of the earliest 356, I believe. Just look at the bodywork and the shape lines, looking really nice. And then last in the line we have the 911 991 GT3 RS. So this is not the Gen 2, this is a Gen 1 version, which are actually rarer than the Gen 2s nowadays. And then to finish the collection we have a 918 Spider with the Weissach package actually, which you can see by these carbon parts here in the rear, making the car a bit more aggressive than the usual 980 Spider. This of course the hybrid hypercar from Porsche to finish off this beautiful lineup and collection of this very special 70th anniversary Porsche here. So just to give you some context on how big this collection is, we're in a second hall right now and I'm just standing in front of some of the coolest cars ever. How crazy. So this behind me is a Ferrari 330 GTO. You will now think GTO 330 not possible. Well, this however is based on a Ferrari 330 GT and is basically a replica, but it was built in 1984. And this car was actually racing, and they used this car as a GTO replica to do races. Now on this side we have a Saleen S7, super powerful car. And then over here we have a Lancia Stratos in the Marlboro livery. This car is super special, and I just got the honor a few weeks back to actually drive the remake of the Stratos, the new version of the Stratos. Make sure to check that out because that was absolutely incredible. And just as the new Stratos, we only have 27 pieces of this car here. They built around 400 pieces of the road legal version, but only 27 cars of the Group 4 version, which is one of these cars sitting right here. I cannot tell you how much this car is worth, but I'm guessing it to be around 500,000 Swiss francs or even above. Now, would you believe this part of the collection? We have the complete evolution of the Formula One Sauber team. We have the 1994 Formula One car just over there, and then the 2004 cars. Of over 10 years of Formula One cars in the making. And some of these cars were driven by Kimi Räikkönen, Felipe Massa, just to name a few. So super interesting story out here in this collection, and some very, very important history for racing and for cars in general. And just when you thought you've seen it all, you come to the top part of the collection here. Casual Maserati MC12 GT1. One of only 50 cars to be seen. And just to see it in this beautiful blue here. Really, really cool and super crazy. And just other cars like a casual Ferrari here, an old BMW race car here. Just the history that's in this collection is just crazy. And just look at this part here. We have a monocoque of a BMW from 1978. Just crazy. But yeah, this is basically the Autobau Collection. Incredible, absolutely immaculate collection. Every car just looks perfect in here. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to leave me a feedback on the new setup I use. This actually is a 10mm lens, so it's quite wide, but I wanted to use this lens to give you the opportunity to see more what's happening around me. Let me know in the comment section, and see you soon, guys.